It is finally time to work on the cabin kitchen wall. Based on the layout I came up with, I will have three bottom cabinets, a granite countertop with a small sink, and a cooktop here on the side, as well as a full height fridge. For the walls, I decided that I would keep it as simple as possible, and I plan on installing some nice floating shelves based on some ideas I saw online. I think that could look really nice, so let's see if I can make it work. The first step was to figure out exactly where all the shelves were going to be, and that was not too difficult because I drew exactly my plan, so I know exactly if I had the height of the cabinet, the countertop, and the spacing that I want between the shelves. I know exactly where each shelf is going to be. I plan on using those brackets that I found on Amazon, which are specifically made for floating shelves. The thing to keep in mind, though, is that they need to be properly secured to a stud. You can't just attach it to sheetrock and think this is going to work. So obviously, because I didn't have studs everywhere that those shelves were going to be or that those brackets were going to be located, I have to add a bunch of blocking so that I have something solid to connect to. And so this is exactly what I did. I placed blocking at all of the locations where my shelves bracket were going to be. I'm really glad I made this wall a 2x6 wall because between all the plumbing and all this blocking, I mean, there's definitely not that much room left. To avoid any drama from happening, I made sure to add all the necessary protection for all of the pipes that this blocking was in front of, because once I put sheetrock on this wall, I'll have absolutely no recollection of where stuff is. So please make sure that you protect everything. Another thing I did was just to extend the location of the studs so that when I place my sheetrock, I will still kind of visually remember where the studs are. And then the last step was to take, I don't know, maybe a dozen pictures so that I can always go back and look where stuff is, if I'm ever guessing myself. I decided to add some insulation in the wall. That's mostly, because of soundproofing, because it's a bathroom on the other side. So I figured that, that would help. I also had so much insulation left that, I figured that would be a great use for it. The next step was going to be to install the sheetrock, but first I wanted to measure as accurately as possible all the stuff that was going to be in the way, which included receptacles and plumbing, and transferring all those measurements onto the sheetrock and cutting all those openings. Obviously, hopefully that hoping that it was going to be placed at the right location. So we'll find out about that in a minute. The oscillating tool is really been the best tool to cut all those sorts of openings in sheetrock. I mean, it really makes it so easy. Kind of messy, but I don't know. I haven't found any other ways of doing it. Have you ever wondered how much I have spent so far on this cabin, money-wise and time-wise? If you would like to know, I do send a monthly newsletter out with a complete budget breakdown and also the number of hours I have spent on this cabin project. Just go to my website, enter your email, you will receive the free cabin plans, but you will also automatically be added to my emailing list and you will start receiving the newsletter. You're welcome. Still not good. We're touching here on the wall. I mean, with the number of things that needed to line up properly, I knew that it was going to take a few trial and error and adjustment to make it work. Before I placed the sheetrock back, I wanted to show you that, at the outlets, I did fill everything with silicone. I did the same on the face, and that is in an effort to keep everything airtight. I don't think it matters as much because that's an interior wall, but I figured, why not? Ay, ay, ay. Ah! My finger. Well, yes, it is here. Try and have your stuff ready. Allez! Woo! Don't move. And then, you know the deal. Screws everywhere. So I did the exact same thing for the rest of the kitchen wall. Obviously, also fastened everything to the studs. And, it wasn't that difficult. I only had so many sheets to use. You can see I had a little sliver that was about just 3 inches, on the end of the wall, which was kind of a pain, but I didn't have a choice. And then for the upper part of the wall, I think I pretty much cut one sheet in half with the right angle that, I needed to follow. And that, pretty much worked. I also went back and just, added some synset just between the the different pieces of sheetrock. Again, you'll see that I'm not going to finish this wall because I'm going to add fake stone to it, but I still wanted to add something, at least at the seam of the sheetrock. So I know this was quite a short episode compared to usual, but next time I will tackle assembling some cabinets, which I've never done before. I got some cabinets delivered, and I'm going to put them together and start and keep working and making progress on this little kitchenette that I'm building. So click on the link on your screen and that will take you to the next episode, and you will keep seeing the progress that I'm making with this kitchen of the cabin. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.